Okay, here's your standard hubs right here. Okay, these are your standard hubs. This is the front wheel. This is the Epic 3.4. Okay, these hubs use a J-bend spoke. Okay, and what that means is at the end of the spoke here by the hub, there's a little hook, and it's kind of kind of your classic type of spoke. We've got the DT Swiss 240S rear hub here on the Epic 7.10. This is a straight pull spoke, and basically there's no hook at the end. The spoke is just straight, and it kind of latches in to some holes. I mean, it's real small. It's hard to see this kind of stuff, guys. But these are things to consider for hubs and spokes, okay? As far as the spokes, J-bend or straight pull, that depends on which hub you choose. If you choose the standard hubs or the ceramic hubs, you're getting the J-bend spokes. If you choose or the core mountain bike hubs, you're going to get the J-bends. If you choose the DT Swiss, you're going to get straight pull spokes. Okay, and the difference is, there's an open debate about the benefits of J-bend versus straight pull. A lot of people say that the J-bends can be stronger and stiffer because you have this kind of additional contact of that hook going through. It can lead to a stiffer wheel. As far as the spokes, max tension and the stress and strain of the spokes, they're comparable. Okay, so you just choose which one you want. Sometimes people, a lot of times, they like the look of one or the other more so, and that's legitimate. But the standard hubs here, these are the most popular, by the way. The standard hubs, definitely. Okay, thousands of customers with these all over the world. They're awesome. And about the hubs, okay? So you've got here's this front standard hub. Let's get the rear hub out here because that's the one that really kind of matters. Let's see here. Bear with me for a second. Let me put down this here and let's get another one out. All right, guys, just a moment. Here we go. Standard rear hub right here. Okay. J-bend spokes here. 2 cross lacing on all the wheels, both sides. That's important for stiffness and power transfer. So what should you think about when you're thinking about hubs? Okay, this is the important part right here, the ratchet, okay? When you hear this on the screen, it will sound louder than when you're riding, okay? Because the spoke and the rims act almost like like a drum head, and they make it sound louder. So it's not this loud. People often ask that, is it super clicky or whatever? By the way, if you want to modify how clicky your hub ratchet is, you can put in a white lithium grease to make it less clicky, or you clean it out and put a mineral spirits to make it more clicky. So if you're into that, and people contact us, not all the time, but many have, so that's a legitimate thing. This is a 6-pawl hub, the standard hub and the ceramic hub, 6-pawl. That means there's 6 little ratchets, 2 teams of 3. That gives you twice as much engagement. It's a really, it's how much this rotates before it engages. It's a really small amount on these hubs. It's more engagement than even the DT Swiss hubs. Okay, the bearings are really kind of standard size bearings, and you can just, if you have any issues, you can get them replaced from us, or you can just go to your shop. Okay, ceramic bearings, that's the choice that you have with this. You can get a ceramic bearing version. Okay, reduced rolling resistance. Okay, increased efficiency. Not as significant as the things on the rim, the benefits on the rim, but it is significant. Okay. Concerns about ceramic bearings. Generally, if you're doing riding on a lot of rough road surfaces or gravel ride off-road, or maybe you're a heavier rider, just be aware that there is a potential for ceramic bearings to wear out faster than the steel balls. Okay, so shouldn't be an issue either way, but you should think about that. Okay. And then we have the DT Swiss hubs. There's really no measurable speed benefits between the hubs as far as the DT Swiss versus our standard hubs. The ratchet mechanism in the DT Swiss is a different thing. It's this ring ratchet. It's really cool and super durable, but in all honesty, our standard hubs are super durable, and we never have, we've been in business 7 years. We haven't been selling these standard hubs for 7 years, but we've been selling them for, 4 or 5 years. No problems. Everybody loves them, okay? So don't be afraid of the standard hubs. They're the best value. They're the most popular ones. Get your ceramic bearings, especially if you're a triathlete and you really want that efficiency. And go for the DT Swiss. If you're like a real hard sprint power transfer, the DT Swiss has got a little bit of a more solid hub body, a little bit wider flange on the front and the rear, and the way that the straight pull spokes are. That'd probably be your benefit. You probably get a benefit in stiffness and power transfer. So that's why I would choose that. Generally say if you're like road racing really hard, go ahead, get the DT Swiss hubs, max it out. They're considerably more expensive because it's a name brand part there.